What's going on, YouTube? Jeffy, I am. It's been some time, but we on time. Welcome to OK, Let's Talk About It. Now, today we're going to do something slightly different. Now, the algorithm's been algorithming. So let's talk about something other, than the politics of the world. Let's talk about something that's kind of interesting. Today we're going to go over to Atlanta Street Interviews and check out Marcus, the interviewer, and see what he has going on over there. Now, Marcus, the interviewer at Atlanta Street Interviews, he has a massive following. The channel covers addiction, homelessness, and things that come with that, right? But over the last couple of months, a lot of people have been criticizing this content. And to me, I really don't understand it. Now, the content has been a little spicy, kind of Jerry Springerish, but that's what YouTube is, right? Okay, now tuning into this channel over the last couple of years, I'm kind of in and out because I do my own thing and there's a lot of other things I like to watch on YouTube. But there's been very interesting characters on this channel. That's why I return to see their outcomes, see the situations they're in, because it's quite entertaining. You can't deny that. Y'all worried about adult entertainment? I have questions about ATV Vaughn, Josias, their size in that couple, Monique, Wheelchair Sonny, West Indy, Yana J. Why you be keeping them girls in the closet, man? Now the recent drama kind of looks like a producer looking for the go viral clip. The domestic issues with the new characters like Quita, Maya, Kelsey. Interesting, but the storylines are kind of graphic, and that's where the criticism comes in. A lot of the questioning people have problems with. Me, myself, he's interviewing grown people, so they're going to give grown answers. And yes, he pushes the issue a little bit, or a lot. And these people clearly have mental health, and that's where some of the problem comes in. And talking about cooter cat and other sexual things, kind of a turn off sometimes. But you have the option to always turn the channel off at any time. Hell, if the man want to walk around butt naked with socks on, that's on him. Now, to me, I truly believe that he should work on their integrity and their journeys. But the channel has taken a turn into the adult content. What I have to say there is, he's grown. And there's been a lot of criticism behind the adult content, which I can truly understand. I can truly understand that. Now, I do suggest, if you're going to make adult content, keep that far, far away from your channel, because that's going to forever follow you. And for the people that have criticism, I truly believe people are just jealous, envious. Because if you look back a year ago or so, these same people were big followers and supporters of the channel. And this man decided to go a different way. It's not my thing, simply because I don't like what he's, I don't like the product. And Polo and Shiesty are really not what I really want to see on a daily basis. But if you into that, subscribe to that. And you all forget, he tried this at one time with Layla and Lewis. What happened to them? I'm just saying. When the Quita and Maya situation turned up, they were friends, partners, kicking it with each other. Then it turned to they were at each other's necks and wanted to fight. I don't think it was smart for the interviewer to intervene in the situation and kind of egg it on. But I do have questions about that. I really do.
Whatever the other stuff, I may have my opinions about it, but that's neither here nor there. The main reason why I said, hey, I don't know what's going to happen, but I got to talk to this guy is because I don't want to see her physically harmed. That's it.
Me neither.
That's all I'm concerned about.
Me neither. By
Okay.
nobody.
Okay.
By
Okay.
nobody.
Okay.
By nobody.
All right.
By nobody. Nobody.
man, well, that's how I feel, okay?
Yes.
So,
You're really acting like that's your woman. Everything is not meant for television. And this Kelsey situation kind of concerned me too. Now, when you enter yourself into a situation of domestic violence, it can go either way. Because if you come in with me and mine and have an opinion, I'm going to tell you my opinion. And if you get to talking tough about me and my household, it could end a little differently. And if you are concerned, there's certain ways you go about stuff, even with your own camera, and you have your pew pew. You know, everybody has a pew pew nowadays. So you never know what that man's thinking. You know, give some care and discernment when you do these things, and that's just an opinion of mine. Now, all right, I mentioned earlier about instigating the mess between Quita and Maya. Now you have Kelsey and her guy going through some issues. When I watch it back, are these plays? Is this a badly produced Tubi movie? You know what? Like I said before, Marcus is not a dumb man. Seems like he knows what he's doing. It's all content. That's all it is. I think people look into it more than what it is. When you turn on YouTube, it's strictly for entertainment. I think a lot of people get wrapped up in these situations and actually think they're friends. Content creators are not your friends. You support them, you get behind them, and you can relate to something that they do. But 9 times out of 10, these are not your friends. You don't know these people. I think a lot of people look into it and have some envious ways. I see content creators that want to start a petition, a protest, a march. I hear content creators just using it for content. Some content creators are going to the extent where they're starting to question this man's sexuality. When that's just crazy. If there's no proof behind anything, just because he interviews questionable people, doesn't mean he's that way. He may be a tad bit freaky, but other than that, I don't believe it. But then again, I don't know this man, and you don't either. You know, and if you're a reaction channel, good. It's just some of these men, you're weird. You're weird. And a lot of these women that support this content, you're obsessed and desperate. Again, that's just my opinion, but it's weird behavior. If he wants to do corn, he can do corn. He can do adult entertainment. Who are we to judge? People should really mind their business. It's not that serious. And people are so upset and mad about it. I had to get on here and talk about it today because I think it's really funny. Yes, Mark's the interviewer can be very, very messy. But that's his channel. You know, be aware and be informed about your own business. Don't worry about the man behind the camera. But if that's how you make your content, that's how you make your content. Well, anyway, that's just my opinion. Let's talk Jeff, and we talked about it. Be aware, be informed, and be safe. And get back to the content, Marcus.